what you have to do, you have to go to ads.tiktok.com and you have to create an ad account, a TikTok ad manager account. All right. So once you do that, you'll be on the dashboard here. And I'm going to show you what you do to create the ad. Okay, so you're going to want to create the ad. And all you do is you go up here and you click on the create an ad. This is how to create an ad for recruiting life insurance agents on TikTok. Okay, start over. So when you start, there's going to be an advertising objective, which is essentially what you want the campaign to accomplish. So you can say you want it to reach as many people as possible. You want it to drive traffic to a website. You want to get video views. What we're going to do here is we're going to pick lead generation. Okay, what this is going to do, it's going to allow a form to pop up on TikTok, which you're going to see in a minute here, where people can fill out their personal information so that you can contact them back about the position. Now, I'm just going to make this YouTube recruiting ad, whatever. So it's on TikTok, but I put YouTube because you guys are on YouTube. All right, so special ad categories, you have to go down here to employment. This is really important. If you don't do this and you're advertising for a job, your account's probably going to get shut down, or at least the ad is. Now, don't worry about any of this stuff right here. Leave this all here. Let me see this here. No. There. Continue. Okay, now you can rename the ad group. So be like agents in Florida and California. Okay. Or I'll just put Florida and California, whatever. So placements, yeah, this is cool. Don't worry about any of that. Keep that how it is. Now, this is, I'm going to go over this. This is important here if you learn. Creative type, automated creative optimization. So Facebook has something like this called like creative dynamic or dynamic creative or something like that. What it means is that you can upload many different videos and text and calls to action in your ad that will cycle through in different combinations, and it will figure out which one works best and then promote that, and you can read the data so you can make a new ad with only the best functioning creatives. So a creative asset is simply a video or text or anything in the ad. So say you have an ad that's a video and on the bottom it's got text. Those are both creatives of the ad. Okay, they're assets. They're creative assets of the ad. All right. So it'll automate it to show your audience the combinations that can maximize your results. So if you have like 3 videos and 5 different texts that you want to use and you turn this on, TikTok's going to figure out which of these is best to show to your audience based on the audience's reaction to all of them. Okay. So don't worry about any custom audience. Demographics, we're going to just switch it here to Florida and California. You have to be careful with your targeting for employment-based ads because they don't want to say you're discriminating. So I'm just in 2 states, Florida and California. So languages, all, whatever. I'm not going to add any interests for targets, video interactions for targets, or creator interactions for targets. So it's just going to be, hey, whatever. I'm going to let TikTok do its job. Now, back years ago when I first started doing this stuff, I used to put in targeted interest. If you have a very niche product, then you would probably want to target, right? Like if you're selling like, I don't know, something like men's shoes, you're only going to target men, right? I mean, maybe you target women because they'd be like, hey, honey, you got to buy these shoes, but you get what I'm saying. Like fishing poles, I'm probably mainly going to target men, okay? But here, what TikTok is going to do, though, is say you get like 10 leads. It's going to say, hey, what do all these 10 leads have in common based on their matching data points? And we're going to show this to more people who have these matching data points, all right? So just leave it how it is because the ad itself, these platforms are very smart, and they use algorithms and AI to figure out who to market to and who to send your ads to get you the best results. So just leave it as it is. Now, daily budget, I think the minimum you can go with TikTok is $20. Yeah, $20 a day is the minimum you can go. You can go up to like $10 million a day. But, you know, spend whatever you feel like you can spend a day. Obviously, the more you spend, the more leads you're going to get. And I just run ad continuously. That's fine. I don't like doing within a date range. And I run it all day. Okay. Now, the optimization goal, we're going to optimize for leads. And then what I do is I'm going to say a cost cap. So this is important. This helps you get leads for cheaper. Now, if you don't put a limit here, it can bid on your ad space all throughout the day. Now, what I mean by that is whenever you see an ad, someone paid to be there. Whenever you see an ad for more than a second, someone paid to be in that space. Now, there are different times of the day when it's more expensive, and different feeds are going to be a different price to bid for it, right? There's going to be more competition. So, for instance, 2 p.m. may be more expensive to advertise in than 2 a.m., right? So I honestly wouldn't mind the person on TikTok at 2 a.m. because they could have just woken up in the middle of the night. They're on their phone. They're thinking about how they have to wake up to go to their job in 5 hours, and they're pissed off. They hate their job. They hate their life. And they're like, hey, maybe I can – you have a job ad pop up. You're like, hey, you want more scheduling flexibility and the ability to make more money because you hate your job? And they're like, yeah, I do. Cool. Well, fill out this form. So whatever. I mean, but what this is going to do, it's going to make sure that the max, they're going to try to bid on those ad spaces so that the max you're spending per lead is $5. Okay. So you can set it to whatever you want. I mean, if you set it to like $1, but the thing is you can't set it too low because then it may not actually show it to anybody. All right. So you're going to hit next. So you got to fiddle with that. There's a balance. So now I'm hitting next, and it's supposed to load. Here we go. So now we've created the ad group. Which is where we had set like the audience and stuff like that. You can't target based on age or gender for employment. So it's just it eliminates a lot of those things. You can't only advertise a job to women or people a certain age. All right. So I'm going to just keep this here. Click Learn More to apply. That tends to be the best call to action. Click Learn More. Okay, it's always been like that with Facebook. Now, what we're going to do here. I'm going to go back. So see how we can only upload one video here and one text? So if we go back, I'm going to show you something here. And we turn on the creative asset, the automated creative optimization, I mean. And now we go to the ad. You're going to see how we can upload up to 30 videos. Wow. And up to 5 different texts. So it's going to play 30 different videos with a combination of 30 different texts, right? To have a combination that's like 150, I think, different possible ad combinations that you can have. So it's going to play all those, and whichever ones get the most attention, that's the one that they're going to learn to play. Promote. So what you can do, you can have 5 versions of the ad video. 30 versions of the video, up to. You don't have to put that many. And then up to 5 texts, which will be calls to action. And then from there, you can just set this to have them run like that, and it'll help you figure out which one works best. You may spend a little bit more money at first, but long term, you'll probably save money because it'll find which one performs the best for you. So we'll just do an example. I'm going to upload my video from here. TikTok ad 1. Okay. Can't upload. Oh, yeah. So I already have that one. So I'm going to have it. It's in my library. So it was the same. It was just this one was not 4K. The other one was 4K. It was hardest to learn. So I don't know if you can hear this, but you're going to see. Okay, so that's what the ad's going to look like. And then in the text, that can be like work from home opportunity. Work from home opportunity. Okay, so because that's what we do. We sell life insurance from home. So very simple. I have it super basic. I'm not trying to go over like crazy details on the plan. I'm just saying, hey, or on the job, I'm saying, hey, what are a couple key facts that people would want to click on? And then let's get them to click. All right. Now I can add more text and stuff like that, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to worry about the call to action. Now next is the instant form. Okay. So in the instant form here, what you're doing is you're creating the form. You can select up to 3 forms for them to see too. So forms can have an impact on your conversion rate as well. So it's going to maximize, hey, which video, text, and form are generating the most leads, which combination is generating the most leads for you at the lowest cost. So I'll just give you an example of how my form looks. TikTok recruiting, boom. So essentially, it's super simple. When you hit create, this will do the same thing. So you want to have the form in English, form type, more volume. I just did the basic form. There is a more fancy form. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. I loaded up our logo here, and then display name right here. So Senior Life Services application shows up right here. All right. And then a headline, whatever you put here is here. Complete the information below, and a representative will reach out to schedule a meeting with you. With you to discuss the work from home opportunity. That may be a run-on sentence, but whatever. And then next we go down to the questions. So it's going to ask the email, their name, their phone number, and the province or state that they live in. And then we go to, I don't have any custom questions. I didn't use that. I mean, all I really want is someone's name, email, phone number, and where they live. That's it. You can put more things if you want. That's fine. But keep in mind, the more things that you put there for them to fill out, the more expensive the ads are going to cost. So here we got, I put a disclaimer here too. So you can put a text message disclaimer and then consent. So I put this here for them to opt in to automated text messages. So this is how to make it TCPA compliant to make sure that people will receive automated text messages and can't get you in trouble for it. So it's saying by submitting this information, you're giving us permission to contact you through automated text message, SMS, messaging, and data rates may apply. So I put Matt apply, but it should be may apply. And then they have to check that box actually to go through. And then there's a thank you screen. Thank you for your response. Tap the button below for learn more. Click here to schedule an interview. You can have it be to, go whatever. I put my Calendly link in there. Okay. So, and you can put more in here too. Thanks for your response. A representative will reach out to you shortly. Please click the link below to schedule an interview, to skip the line, or whatever you want to do. All right. So once you have that, then you hit submit, and it will run your ad. So then what we're going to do is we have to create a Zap in Zapier. Okay. So you want to make sure TikTok, this is going to run the ads, but they're not going to tell you every time you get a lead. All right. So what we have to do is use a program called Zapier or Zapier, whatever you want to call it. I call it Zapier because it Zapier. It's called a Zap. So if you said Zapier and you call them Zaps, then this is like an argument in like the nerd world, but it's Zapier. End of story. Okay, so we're gonna hit create Zap. It's not a Zape. And we're going to go to TikTok lead generation. Okay. Event new lead. So what we do is we're going to search for the event. You pick TikTok. You just type TikTok. It'll go TikTok lead generation. Okay. Then it goes here, and then what this is going to do, it's going to say this is the trigger event. So a trigger makes everything happen. So think about it as the first domino falling in a row of dominoes. This one falls, and then this one does this one does this, this one does this. So this is the first domino that we're knocking over. So TikTok, the leads generated, knocks the dominoes over, and the rest of the workflow happens. So we're going to go new lead, and we're going to hit continue. Now we have to use a TikTok account. Now you'll have to connect your account to it. You may need like an API or something like that, which it'll tell you how to find the API key if you need to. I don't think you do, but if you do, there'll be instructions. Hit continue, and you pick the ad account, and then you pick the ad account you set up, and then you're going to pick the form ID. So the form ID is the form that we just made here. This is the form ID. So I'll do like TikTok recruiting. Okay, so I'm going to do TikTok recruiting at. See, that's the form. And we hit continue, and now what it's doing, it's testing it. So it's going to pull a random lead or random sample of data from that form. So it's going to say, hey, we just made Jane Doe. This is her phone number in California, and that's her email. Okay? So it just made some random information. So it says, hey, whenever this information is generated, we're going to take that and do whatever you want us to in this next series of events here. So now we're going to go to Gmail, and we're going to do, you have to Gmail send email. Okay, we're going to make it send email. So the lead's created, the form is completed and submitted, and then an email is sent out with this information. So I'm going to show you how to send this email out containing the lead's information. Okay. Now you got to hook this up to an email. So I'm going to do a jve@thejve.com. To jve at the jve.com. Subject, New TikTok recruiting lead. Okay. All right. Body, please. Okay. Name, phone, email, state. Okay. So the name is Jane Doe. The phone number goes here. So when you click this is going to be the information from TikTok. So essentially what we're asking it, we're telling it to put this information here. And then state, province, state. There we go. So now when we get the email, it's going to tell us this. So we put the subject of the email and then what we want the body to contain. Don't worry about any of those other things. Then hit continue, and then we're going to hit test action. And I'm going to check my JVE email. And here we go. This is what it looks like when it comes in. So it looks like that. So see, we have Jane Doe right here. I don't know if you can see that. So this is what the email. You're going to get an email that says new TikTok recruiting lead, Jane Doe. That's it. All right. Okay, cool. So now what you can also do if you want, you can hook it up to Google Sheets. So you would just make a new Google Sheet. And you would put like, I have 1 million Google Sheets. So we'll do, come on, Google, you sheet. TikTok leads. So all you do is you're going to make it fill in a new row. So name, phone, email, state, right? Whatever order you want to do. So when it comes in, what we're going to have it do, we're going to have it put the name of the lead here, the phone number there, the email there, and then the state that they're in there. So we're going to go down here. We're going to click Google Sheets. Then we're going to go event. We're going to go create a spreadsheet row. Okay, create a spreadsheet row. Continue. And then we're going to go to Google Sheets here. And then continue. You add your account. And we're going to do spreadsheet created required tick. So we're going to pick the TikTok lead spreadsheet because it'll read your account. Once it's connected to it, it reads what you have there. And then sheet, we're just going to do sheet 1 because I only have one sheet here. See sheet 1 right here? Okay. And then we're going to go name. Same thing. Phone. Same thing. Email. Same thing. And then state of residence. There we go. Okay. Continue. Test action. And let's see. Voila. It just put it right there. So that way you can have a place to store your leads too. So that's how you do it. Then you hit publish and that's it. That's all done. So in conclusion, I hope I was able to help you set up your TikTok leads for recruiting life insurance agents. Remember, when you recruit life insurance agents, you're going to spend a lot more money on agents up front than you will probably on leads. It's going to take you longer to see the return, but this is the key to financial freedom in selling life insurance. It's not making sales. The key to financial freedom selling life insurance is building an agency. Don't get it twisted. So if you're a top producer, that's awesome, but you're going to have to be a top producer for the rest of your life, and you're going to be grinding every day. Renewals and final expense last 10 years. So, and the clients don't live a ton of time. So if you want to get rich, you're going to have to recruit and grow an agency, and this is one way that you can start doing it. If you want to learn how I built once you have these leads, you're going to have to learn how to actually build the agency and what comes with that and how to lead your team. So if that's you and you want to do that and you want to start recruiting, you got to check out this next video coming up because that is the key to your success.